YouTube, Mad Dog here, welcome back to my channel. So on this little video I'm going to be showing you all a quick look round two cheap and cheerful little folding knives that are surprisingly useful and reasonable quality for the price. But before I get into that, a quick shout out to a fellow YouTuber, and that's to Nathaniel's Adventures. I'll put the link in the description box below as always. Again, a sort of a bushcrafty type channel. Is basically, he does experiments with different methods of firelighting, you know, like we all do with different tinders and different things that work or could work in an emergency or a, you know, a crap hit the fan situation. He tries to get his daughter involved and teach her the right ways of doing things, which personally I approve of. You know, bringing the youngsters up with an appreciation of the crafts that we use and doing it safely, you know, under instruction. So for me, that gets the thumbs up. I'll put the link in the description, like I've said. So cracking on with the two little budget knives. These have both come from the dreaded China, I'm afraid, but they come from the website wish.com. They sell a massive spectrum of different items, you know. I won't go into all the details because it really is varied, but that's wish.com. So what we got, two little cheap folders. I'll start with this one in the yellow box here. Quite a nice little thing. And this is the buck knife. Just open it up there. As you can see, it's like a stonewash blade, little drop point blade there. I really don't know the types of steel. It says DA101 on the blade. I'm not sure what these things are made of. It states that this is a, you know, a steel, carbon steel blade, but it's got a nice sort of packwood, rosewood scale on this side. On the other side it has a very strong belt clip. I mean, that's almost too strong for me, but it is what it is. Nice little thing. I just wish they'd have put the scale on the opposite side and lose the pocket clip for me. That's just my opinion, that'd be my preference, so it'd be more finished. But it's actually constructed quite well, quite solid. Some nice pillars there. And the blade on this, bear with me a second, is, excuse me, poor preparation as always. Just shy of 2.5 inches, and the overall length is around just over 5.5 inches, so a very small knife. And it is, I'm afraid, liner lock, so although it's small, it makes it illegal UK carry unless you've got just and good reason to do so. One thing I would say about this knife is the actual, I don't know if this will pick up on my poor camera, but the actual lockup of the liner, the steel is very sprung loaded, and it really engages superbly. I just know if this will pick up. It flies across, boom, there we go, and the fit and finish is that ain't going nowhere. So that's a quick look around the little book. Bit of paper for the paper test. Surprisingly sharp. I know I always make a hash of this, but, and you know, piece of wood, you know, just a piece of pine. It is surprisingly sharp. You can make some nice, as you can see, little curly whirlies or feather sticks for this, with this knife rather. And it's, I'm surprised at how strong and sturdy it feels for a liner lock. And I guess I best cut to the price point. Delivered to the UK from China, £3 English sterling. Okay, so you have to wait for an age for it to arrive, but you know, whilst I've had this, as we're all going through this potential UK delivery ban, I've been stocking up on a few items in various price ranges whilst I can, basically. So I've got plenty of little reviews coming up shortly. Not all budget stuff and not all expensive stuff. So anyway, that's the little buck knife, and I thought for the money, out of the box, it's pretty sharp, it's sturdy, it fits nicely. I'm quite impressed with it for £3, you know, brilliant for me anyway. I like the lockup on that. That is good, quite impressive. How do they make these things for that money and ship it halfway around the world? Do excuse me again, just wipe my brow. It's over 100 degrees again over here in the UK in my shed, so us Englishmen aren't used to this sort of temperatures. So the second box, this one's a bit more of a, I don't know what you call it, a keepsake I guess. Again from China, from wish.com. And this time it's just a non-locking folding pocket knife. Bit more of a, you know, a dressed up, glammed up thing. I think this was the straw design, something like that. So it's got like a bamboo styled handle, scales. Feels a bit like it's plastic construction. The blade, standard sort of cheap steel. Secondary bevel. It is quite sharp, but it's nothing to write home about. But it isn't locking, and if you measure it tip to heel is exactly 3 inches. Shame it wasn't slightly under 3 inches, because, you know, it takes out the argument if you're ever stopped by the law. But in my mind it is exactly 3 inches, and it is non-locking, which to me says that should be UK legal carry. However, for me this is just an opinion. With it being exactly 3 inches, I always, you know, edge on the side of caution, and I would prefer to see it just 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch under. So there's no argument then. But that being said, like I say, this isn't like razor sharp. It does cut paper, do all that good stuff, but only just. Again, wood, at a push you can get away with it, but because it's a non-locking knife, I'm always wary that should you really get that blade wedged in there good and tight, that it will fold against your fingers. You know, that's my biggest argument against non-locking blades, is the fact that it can potentially be dangerous to the user, which for me it shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be an issue, but it is. We are where we are, as they say. So that's this little knife. I don't even know what name it is. It says, what's it say there, guillie, something like that, and they come in about 6 or 7 different colour options. I've ordered a few more of them, and I will show you them as I get them. Nice cute little thing really, for a pocket knife, you know, for what it is. And this price point, including postage and packaging, £2. £2. Less than a pint of beer. You've got a reasonable non-locking folding UK legal carry pocket knife for £2. I mean, for me, being a cheapskate, Shedite, I love stuff like this because I can use and abuse it. I can experiment with it, really knock the hell out of it, and if I break it or I evolve it into something else in some mad scientist experiment, then it doesn't matter. Anyways, that's the 2 little knives, the book and the guillie from wish.com. And a little shout out to Nathaniel's Adventures from the Mad Dog. I'm going to quit now because no doubt you're all bored anyway, but I am absolutely wringing wet through, and I'm going to get me some water. So on that note, I'll see you all soon. Take care out there. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah!